Here with Aljamain Sterling, the full-time champ, part-time actor, huh? Explain where the shirt came from.
Inspiration from the fans, They inspired this, and I had to bring it to life.
Is this fight against Petr Yan, or is this fight against the haters and the trolls and the fans out there?
A little bit of both, I kind of get like a killing, what do you call it, two birds with one stone kind of thing, So take this guy out and then shut everybody else up and shut this guy up once and for all.
Is there any possibility that this is not a good thing, that you're out here, fighting with the fans with your shirt on, or is this is total fun for you?
For me, it's fun. I don't know what the fans might think, but for me, I'm just having a good time. They might, it's so funny. Like some of the comments I post in retaliation to some of the things that they say, and they take it so like personal, or they get so mad about it. I'm like, God, they don't even know I'm trolling. I'm just trolling, So I'm doing exactly what they're doing, but they're taking it to heart. And some of them get the joke and the irony, but it is what it is.
As far as the fight itself, man, and you coming into it, like you and I talked in August when the fight was supposed to happen in October. And looking back on it, I remember I felt like you were stressed out. I felt like you weren't happy with where your body was, and you felt like I just got to get in shape and make weight. But it seemed like that was going to be a stressful circumstance to go into a fight. Can you just compare what you were feeling then and then where you are at now in the camp that you're coming off of?
Back then, I felt pressure. I felt like I was kind of having to do something that I knew I wasn't ready to do yet. And now it's just night and day. I feel like I could run a marathon right now. Maybe not right now as I'm starving, but I'm cutting all this weight. But I feel great coming into this fight. So that's the main thing. I feel good. We had a great fight camp. I'll get out of here. And I think for the most part, that's been the main theme. Just feeling blessed, feeling like I'm doing a lot more than what I was able to do before, and that's what gives me the confidence coming into this, because I feel like I'm in the best shape of my life, and I think it shows. I think the people are seeing the physique that I have right now compared to before. I mean, I've always been ripped, but I feel like I'm at another level right now.
Yeah. One thing I found interesting is that you're not just saying you're going to beat Petr Yan. You are saying you are going to go out and smash him, that you are going to dominate him. Like, those are the types of things that you're saying. You're not saying you're going to win this fight. Like, you're saying you're going to go out there and make a statement against this guy. And Petr Yan's good. I mean, it's going to be hard to just beat him, let alone make a real solid statement against him. Like, why are you going like that extra mile to say, like, I'm not only going to beat this guy, like, I'm going to put a complete stamp on it?
Because I just believe that I'm just that damn good. If I'm being honest, I feel like I'm the best guy. I feel like if I get anybody down on the ground, you give me 15 minutes, 25 minutes, that's pretty much 5 rounds of BJJ. I take you down, I pass your guard, I smash you with punches, smash you with elbows, mount you. You're probably going to give up your back. I'm probably going to sink in the hooks and choke you out. So that's the way I really see this fight going. And I know for him, he's probably going to be lubing up for this one, because he wants to make sure that he can get out there and be as slippery as a weasel as he can be. But once I get my hands on him this time, I'm not letting this guy up.
That's interesting you say that, because will you be having any kind of conversation with the official before the fight? Like, is there anything you want the referee to be aware of, or is there anything you want to tell them before this fight starts?
The main thing, make sure he closes his goddamn fingers, because he pokes guys in the eyes, and it makes it hard for you to go forward, because he does the high guard, keeps one hand out, and instead of him making a fist, that's a detractor from making you want to step forward, which will make it a little bit more difficult for me to get inside. So I'm not trying to get poked. I'm not trying to have another controversial fight. I want to go out there, get a definitive win, and move on. So, I mean, that's the most important thing for me. Lotion and stuff like that, I don't know. Maybe the guy puts it on while he's hot and then lets it seep into the pores. So as he starts to sweat, it makes it hard for him to be held onto. Some people do that. But I think early in the round one, as long as I get him down early enough, I think he's going to have a hard time with that regardless. So no, I don't think wherever this fight goes, I can strike with him. I can trade with him if I want to. But the most important thing that I'm looking to do is make sure he respects the takedown, take his ass down, and drown him in deep waters this time for good.
How do you think you're going to feel getting ready for this fight? In the locker room, it feels like it's taken on a personal level. And I know you said that you're not putting any extra emphasis on this, but you've also you said a lot of things about Petr Yan. The fans, after all the things they've said, over the last year, how are you going to feel? You feel like you're going to feel emotion. What kind of emotion do you think you're going to feel before walking out for this fight?
I think the emotions I'm going to feel is I'm back. I'm excited to be back, and that's really it. I just want to get out there and compete. And make some freaking money. You know, this is a good opponent, someone who's actually willing to bring it. And, you know, he's tough for a reason. He's had the wins that he's had for a reason. And I think that's what it's all about for me. I just want to go out there and just have a great performance and remind the world who Aljamain the Funkmaster Sterling is.
Yeah, once you remind them, you said that you're going to talk a little bit. What's that talk going to look like?
Oh, it's gonna be so petty. It's gonna be so petty. I'm looking forward to that part too. That part should be good.
Last thing for you, what kind of reaction are you expecting from the crowd?
I've played in my head both sides, cheering, booing, indifferent, kind of a combination of both, and that's just going to make me more pumped up to go out there. Like, I can see it right now as I walk out, and people, as soon as my face hits the screen, they're going to have a reaction. And I don't care, man. Good or bad, as long as they give a shit and they're tuned in, and I make sure that they're entertained. And I think that's the most important part. Make sure these guys get a good show. And I think no matter what, there's no losing this fight unless I were to go out there and get completely starched in like a minute, which I don't foresee that happening. Yan doesn't do that to nobody. Other than that, this is an entertaining fight. This is a back-and-forth fight. It's a big win for either one of us, you know. So I think we're two of the best guys that people rate really, really highly, and the fans are in for a show.
Are you looking forward to seeing him this week?
Oh, I am. I want to see how he's feeling, you know.
Yeah. You guys haven't seen each other since the fight night, right?
Not yet. Maybe you can set something up, coordinate something.
Yeah. Like
a convenient run-in.
This is you usually look forward to seeing your opponents, or is this one?
I do, because it's always like when you see them, you get to size them up a little bit, and at the same time, you kind of get to feel their energy, like whether or not they're feeling confident or they're having a hard weight cut or that type of thing, or what they might do, you know, because you never know if they might try to get a little crazy. Some people try to get a little crazy. He claims if he sees my team, he's gonna kill us all. You know, his team is gonna kill all of us. So we'll see what happens.
Huh. Well, you look ready, man. I'm looking forward to the fight. Looking forward to the rest of the week. Best of luck.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.